The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They go with Jacobs. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The drive will start with an option going left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Throwing now is Murray. Out to the flat here for Johnson. Touchdown! Ty Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Raiders nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And this is caught. It's Brown. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten out. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Murray to run again. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some pushing. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. They do go for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it, doesn't pan out, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On first down, Carr eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
That's good.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Jacobs is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown, Raiders! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ballgame, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray under pressure, and they got to him again. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He's got the connection to Moore. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, 4th and long here, late second quarter. I mean, Charles, you knew that was going to be a very tough play to convert, but now not only do you not convert it, you give up a pick six the other way and give the other team all the momentum.
Well, Brad, I don't think we ever go into a game where both teams don't tell us that they plan to be aggressive in what they're doing on offense. But there's aggressive, and then there's reckless. And how about this one? In the first half of a close game, that backfired on them in a big way. Now I think they're in a position where they have to take a lot of risks in order to try and catch up.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On second down, Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And the slot man goes in motion left. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Throwing now is Carr. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Johnson running right. And some room to work. Touchdown, Cardinals. Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go into the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And this is good. He was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. He'll check this down to Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Murray off play action. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Down to about the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Nate Hobbs there to bring him down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Johnson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. To Johnson again. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down about the 2.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. It's only gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. But on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try. And this time he is in. Ty Johnson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Raiders. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember the offense. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
From the 16, Carr dancing to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play.
37.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Carr. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown! Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have taken a fourth quarter lead. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he'll get in, although there is a flag down. But if it's offsides, this is going to stand. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And some room to maneuver. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Now Murray's got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Cardinals. Ty Johnson, 34 yards. And the Cards are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. With it is Brown. Oh, what a move. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Up the middle, Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Murray on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Johnson again. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
The offensive line, they're getting it done.
In motion right is Brown. running from the gun, Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Murray to throw. This is taken in by McBride. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The end result, 21 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
To throw is Murray. This is caught. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
52, Raiders 45.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Cards, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams.